Hi everyone, making a little video. It is Sunday, October 2nd. Can't believe it's already October. It's cooled off quite a bit here. Cooled off. We're still flirting with 80s, but we're in the lower 80s. Actually, it's upper 70s at the moment, I think. Nighttime's getting down into the low to mid 50s, even upper 40s a little bit. So we're definitely in fall, which is great because I'm done with the extreme heat for a little while. Want to do a video kind of showing what some of the things we're going to be doing, got going on. We did our fantasy walk video a little while ago. Hi, sweetheart. What's up?
I to do my laundry.
You do your laundry. Yeah.
And I have two things because my laundry was pretty big.
Okay. 2 loads of laundry because she let it get full. Happens. So we did our fantasy walk video and we've actually changed a couple of things from that. So I wanted to walk you through some of that. And then some of the other little projects that I'm going to be working on the next little while, because we're going through what I think every homesteader goes through. Everybody. This isn't unique to homesteading. Working on get my boots here. This isn't unique to homesteading. It's everybody goes through periods of financial difficulties. Now, I don't want to say we're going through financial difficulties per se. There's the other one with the laundry.
It's big.
It's big too. It's not necessarily that we're having financial difficulties as much as it's been a while since I've had a steady paycheck. I don't know if I shared with everyone, but I left my job at Conagra because it was just not a good fit. And that happens, you know. It's amazing how down sometimes people can get on themselves, whether you're a hiring manager or an employee or stuff. You go into something with all the great intentions, all the best desires and hopes, but you can never know what something is really fully like until you get into it. And sometimes you're in a situation where you can't change, and other times you're in a situation where you're reluctant to change. Thankfully, I was willing and had an option to change. And now I've been working for my new company, ABB, for about a week, and it is so much more what I have been doing. It's my skill set. It is what piques my interests from a job satisfaction point of view, and that's important. You know, doing what you love and doing what brings you satisfaction and fulfillment are very important aspects to your life, and not all of us get the opportunity to do that all the time, and so you got to be thankful for the times that you do. What that brings us to in today's video is you know, we've been without a steady paycheck for a long time. Now thankfully we've had resources available to us that have helped sustain us. Some of those have been friends, family, taking advantage of certain deals and extending out our credit, probably a little bit more than we want to or should. But we pretty much exhausted all of that, and we have no money. And you know, that's not something to be ashamed of. If you're doing everything, if you're stewarding what you have as well as you can when you have it. You know, I think a lot of people get down on themselves, especially after the fact, when they have resources available to them and they make choices with those resources, and then something else comes along and they say, oh, I shouldn't have done that with that money, it was such a waste. And it's like, well, you didn't know whatever was on the horizon was on the horizon. And you can be the best stewarder of your resources as possible, and still not plan for every eventuality. And That's not a sin in of itself. Hoarding is a sin. Holding on to resources that you should be putting into the service of the Lord and what's going on, or being frivolous, not stewarding well what you have. But if you're using your resources the best that you can at the time that you have them, making prayerful, God-pleasing choices with what you have, then don't ever let Satan come back in and second guess and put those seeds of doubt into your mind. You did the best you could with what you have, and live in the grace that you have that comes through faith. And so with that, we're going to do a couple projects today, little things. I call these my puttering days, where there's all these little things that pile up, messes that get made. I mean, this is our mudroom. It is, my wife's probably going to kill me for showing you guys this, but it gets messy because life is messy, and homesteading can be messy, and not everyone has the same level of cleanliness, and that's fine. That's okay. You find your tribe and you associate with your tribe based kind of on the things that you like to do. So this is actually going to be my project today. This is my rainy day project, even though I never feel like doing it on rainy days. But the point is, there's always little things that need doing, and we sometimes gloss over those things because they're not big, they're not fancy, they don't draw large crowds necessarily. But I feel it's important to share some of those things with you, because maybe something you haven't thought of, or maybe it will inspire you and remind you that you do need to take care of that thing, and maybe it'll give you an idea of something. And so again, steward what you have, and as long as you are doing that prayerfully, deliberatively, collaboratively with your spouse, you can't really go wrong, even if sometimes things feel like they're going wrong. We all have twists and turns in our lives, and if you need to, spend some time in the book of Job to really kind of snap you back from however down you are on yourself. All right? With that, we'll get at it, and yeah. All right.